Orlando Lakers live tonight. Game 4, Andy. Lakers versus Blazers from the bubble. Obviously, the Lakers can take a very commanding lead and pretty much put this series to bed with a win tonight. What are you looking for?
I want to see if LeBron and Anthony Davis can have true superstar performances from start to finish in the same game. Because you remember game one,
Right.
LeBron played really well in game one, kept the Lakers alive, really, but wasn't getting nearly enough help. Game two, Anthony Davis dominated, but it was a pretty ordinary game from LeBron. Game three, you had LeBron again keeping the Lakers afloat until the second half when Anthony Davis joined the party, and the two of them together absolutely dominated and basically removed any thought Portland had of maintaining the lead that they built up in the first half. I want to see, A, can they do it in the same game, start to finish together, but B, what that looks like,
Right.
and what you start projecting in future rounds against theoretically tougher teams if that happens.
Yeah, and that kind of lines up with what I'm interested in. The lineup's going to stay basically the same. I think, Rajon Rondo was doubtful yesterday, and doubtful does not usually turn into playing the next day, especially when he's not necessarily needed right now, with the Lakers up in the series. That dovetails, like, I want to see, can they take the momentum of the third quarter, which I thought the second half, we talked about it in the post game over the weekend. I thought the second half of that game was the first time since they entered the bubble that they looked like a championship caliber team.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I get it. Can they take that and do it in the first quarter? Because, you saw game 3, they did not get off to a good start. Game 2, they did not get, or game 1, obviously, didn't get off to a good start. Championship teams take the opportunity. They come out with energy. They play well early. They don't dig themselves a hole. So if the Lakers can take that momentum, and now you start to see that progression that teams get on when they're building towards the end of the playoffs. Because, Andy, like, they didn't have that build. The Lakers were doing it. It was taken away. They clearly didn't get there in the seeding games. It's time now to see, can they start putting something together to get to that peak they're going to need to beat whoever they're going to have to see going forward.
Although I will say this, if there's one thing that you and I learned from covering the Kobe Powell championship teams up close, it is very possible to win a championship while consistently coming out flat during the playoffs, because they did
that is true
all the time.
Yeah, that
it was a
true.
weird
it
thing, particularly
true.
third quarters where they often were just, frankly, ass, and they were just terrible.
All right, game three tonight. I'm sorry, game 4 tonight, Lakers versus Portland. And then make sure to stay tuned after the game. Orlando Lakers live, 10 p.m. We will be breaking it all down again here, Facebook, Twitter, and Periscope, and on our YouTube channel, 10 p.m. Orlando Lakers live. We'll see everybody there.